This is Con Carne recording on a gorgeous Friday night in May 2024. Con Carne is a Q101 podcast. I'm James Van Ostel, and Con Carne is presented by Alex Ross Art. I don't know if you've seen all the stuff going on with the new James Gunn Superman movie that's coming out next year. Cannot wait. What's really interesting is how much he's modeled. James Gunn has modeled Superman based on the works of Alex Ross, who is presenting Con Carne. Alex Ross is a groundbreaking, revolutionary force in comics and graphic novels. His website is alexrossart.com. His YouTube, @thealexrossart. And if you go to his website, check out all the original, one-of-a-kind artwork that you can own. It would look amazing in your home. Just have fun looking through there. I do. alexrossart.com. And if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, here's a little bit more, a little flavor of what Alex Ross is all about.
It's Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Ostel.
Did I mention that it's really gorgeous tonight as I'm recording? If you're watching on video, you can probably tell. I mean, there's sun coming through the passenger side. It's lovely out. The point is this: in about 2 weeks, me and my team are headed to Soldier Field. It's the Fight for Air climb, something we're doing with the American Lung Association. It's a stair climb, and it's designed to raise funds and raise awareness to fight lung disease. If you want to be part of my team, you're not too late. Go to fightforairclimb.org/Chicago. Once you're there, click register as a team, and then search for Con Carne, and that's it. And then I'll see you on the stairs. Of course, if you want to start your own team, yeah, you could do that too. fightforairclimb.org/Chicago. So what is a smart home? Well, I'm glad you asked. A smart home connects virtually all the tech in your home. With an easy automation installed smart home system, you and your family can control nearly every device and system in the house in ways that are easy and, yes, fun to use. Transform your living space with cutting-edge home automation. Experience seamless control over audio, video, lighting, climate, security, all of it. Embrace the future of smart living. Your home, your rules, motherfucker. And Dan from Easy Automation said I could say that. Your home, your rules, motherfucker. Talk to Dan. You get an idea of what a normal dude he is. You'll love talking to him, and you'll love learning about the possibilities of transforming your home. Give Dan a call, 630-730-3728. Or if you're afraid of the potentially coarse language just based on this ad, go to the website. Get a free, no strings attached, quote, easy-automation.net. Your home, your rules, motherfucker. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I think we're ready. We're already doing this, right?
Yeah.
This is Con Carne outside Cemitas Poblanas. Easy for me to say. Cemitas Poblanas in Villa Park. It's punk rock tacos. The headliner, the night I'm recording this, Take the Reins, who are back in the car. I love having this band on. Lovely to see you all.
Hello.
Hello.
And we love being in your car as well.
What a delight. And I realized, we were talking about this before we started recording, I think it's like a year to the week since the last time we did this. So we just need to, let's make this official. Let's codify our interview process. Let's just assume that every May we get together and do this. Let's just put it on the books now.
I'm in.
No matter what we're doing. If you're vacationing in the south of France, I will meet you there. Whatever it takes to make sure that we make this an annual tradition.
We could have fondue.
Bienvenue.
Or coq au vin.
Or coq au vin, yeah.
But every May, this is what we do. Me and Take the Reins in this car, if this car can hold up. At some point, I need a new car.
Yeah.
You're driving the passenger van, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's still rocking.
How old? How many miles? How old is it?
I believe it's 2009,
Yeah.
but we bought it out of an auction out of the North Dakota Department of Transportation. So it had like no miles on it, and we got a screaming deal on it because I don't think they wanted it because it didn't have 4-wheel drive because there's lots of snow and stuff up there.
Right.
So we got this like pristine van, and I think it had like maybe 60,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
So the
Matt flew out there and drove it home.
Yeah.
The North Dakota Department of Transportation, that's like the tail end of the Google search. Like you,
Yeah. Courtney found it. Yeah, they drove it from North Dakota to Minneapolis. I flew to Minneapolis, picked it up, and drove it home.
Yep.
and
So-
served you well.
And yeah,
Oh, we love it.
it's red rum.
It's red rum, big red.
The first time we met in this car, previously on Con Carne, I mean, it was back in like 2017. We're not that old. 2017, addition by subtraction, back in the days. And then last year, I'm at your door. Leads me to the question: where are we at with new music? Are you writing? It seemed like you were teasing stuff on your social media.
Oh, we may have something. Maybe we're waiting on somebody that we know, that you may know, to get it back to us. So that we can
Does
do
his
some-
name rhyme with
Schmatz
Madam
for Schvision.
or Ban?
Bam's
Schvision.
Oh yeah.
He's working his magic. Give him
it's-
time.
We were in the studio a couple of months ago, and we had about half of the album done, and yeah, just hard at work.
Same process. You write lyrics and melodies, and then you turn it over to everybody.
I do. It is a process, and people have asked, and I'm like, do you really want to hear the process?
Everyone wants to hear the process.
And you do. So
Everyone does.
I usually sit on my acoustic guitar and just come up with things. A lot of songs I come up with are in the middle of the night. They wake me up. And no joke. I'll wake up it's usually around 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've got something in my head. And sometimes I'm like, is that already a song? You know, it's like, is that Green Day? Or is that like something like original that came, you know, like from
But
the universe?
for real, this
I
is
don't
the
know.
creative process for you. It actually the melodies come to you at night, and
Yeah.
There's
I
no
wrote a song about
there's
it, actually.
notebooks all over the house.
Yeah.
Just random notebooks.
And then my voice memos are like me singing at 3 o'clock in the morning, like, and I wake up. And sometimes I can't even like make out what I'm saying, you know, because I'm half asleep. But then I take it to my acoustic guitar, I work it out. Then I meet up with Adam Cryer usually, and he helps me work out kinks. And sometimes he'll be like,
Adam Cryer, AM Taxi, Lucky Boys Confusion.
yes, Adam has been a wonderful help to the band and in our music. And I take it to him. He helps me clean it up a little bit. Sometimes I'm a little jealous at what Adam can do. Then I'm like, why didn't I think of that? But so then we clean it up. I bring it back to the guys. We put it together as a band. We go back to Adam as a band.
And he cleans us all up.
And then he cleans us up again and tells us everything we did was wrong.
He trims the fat.
He totally trims the fat. And then we bring it to precision. So that is our process.
I got to a point end of last year where I decided I needed a break from Adam Cryer. Out of fear that he was going to think I was a stalker, I saw AM Taxi at Beat Kitchen. And then like 1 week later, I went to see Ike Riley at Lincoln Hall, and Cryer's in his band. I'm like, I guess I'm not going to see Lucky Boys Confusion this time around. I don't want Cryer to think I'm weird.
He doesn't think
I
you're
don't
weird.
think you think you're weird.
Yeah.
I don't think he thinks you're weird at all.
like I'm haunting him, or I don't know. All
He
right,
likes to be stalked.
So tell me, Courtney of Take the Reins, headlining Punk Rock Tacos as we're recording this. Tell me where your mind's at with these lyrics. Like, what are these songs about? I mean, it's so early, and I realize
It
that.
is, yeah. I mean, we're about 5 songs into the record right now, and there's more on the way. We just haven't gotten into the studio to record these yet, but they're all kind of about like transforming into who you've always meant to be. So I guess your higher self, and so the working title is The Art of Transformation, and all the songs kind of have something to do with just striving to be a little bit better and help make the world a better place.
Sounds like a certain amount of maturity, maybe inform
I
these
try.
lyrics, or just adulthood in general.
Yeah, for sure. I've gone through a lot over the past couple of years, and I think the music is reflecting that, and it is becoming a little more mature, I guess. And I mean, I hope what I have to say, people will listen, and maybe they're going through something similar, and hey, that's what it's all about.
So for the band members in the backseat, tell me your vibes on these new songs.
Deadly
How are you
Rings-
feeling?
definitely been stepping out, like, style-wise. At least one of them that Courtney wrote is got a very much an old 97s feel, which is new territory for us, but we kind of stepped in those shoes. I think that's probably, of the things we did in the studio a couple of months ago, I was most proud of that, just because it was out of our comfort zone, but we pulled it off. And unfortunately, you can't play it for you right now, but it's, I'm very excited to kind of...
Your wedding appetites.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a much more eclectic record than maybe the first two.
Yeah, we may have some of the guys from 500 Miles to Memphis playing on that song that in particular that
Nice.
Hear that? Now you have to do it.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah.
You better
No
get those
pressure,
slide
Ryan.
guitar riffs to us.
We're waiting for it. But yeah, we sent it to them, and they seem to really like it, and we're on board to help collaborate on that.
This time around, too, I think we've spent a lot more quality time with the music, too, where before it was like we'd go to Adam and then we'd go right into the studio. And this time we jumped into technology. I got a Mac. I got a little recording thing, and then we did lots of scratch tracks and have been spending a lot of time trying to build on the music and take some time, where before it was we got it done and then we went directly into the studio, and this time I've personally had a lot of time to work on my parts, and I think that as a band we've kind of just able to let the music kind of sit for a little bit, which has kind of helped, I think, along the way, instead of just rushing in and being oh man, I wish I would have done that, or we could have done this with it, or we could have added this to it. And now we're actually going to take the opportunity to make sure that we get it the way that we want it.
Like the first record, there were some songs on there I'm I wish we would have done this or taken more time with this, but as Adam Cryer, again, now I'm stalking Adam Cryer, said to me one time, and I was I wish I would have said something different in that line. He goes, yeah, but that's where you were at the time.
Yeah.
So, we could all live our lives in hindsight, but that's where we were at the time. So I look back and I'm yeah, I'd say things differently now because I'm a different person. So that makes sense.
Oh, it makes perfect sense. Someone asked me, I was being interviewed, which is a rare thing. I was being interviewed last week, and someone asked me if I still had all my early tapes from the radio, like my audition tape and first shows, and I said I didn't. I got rid of them a long time ago, because that was just the recklessness of the me of 20 years ago, where I'm I can't believe I sounded like that, or I can't believe I said that. With the clarity of maturity and adulthood, if they still existed, I'd say, well, that was just who I was then. The same thing. And I wish I hadn't been as rash as to get rid of that stuff. It's a timestamp. It's not necessarily reflective of the person I am now. It's just who I was then.
Absolutely. We all have grown. Hopefully that's the goal, that we all grow. So
mentioning
nothing to be ashamed of.
Mentioning the old 97s in context of Take the Reins, one of the many things I find so likable about your band is that you can't be pinned down by genre. You're at a punk rock show tonight. Yeah, sure, you fit here perfectly fine. You blend in. But you really do kind of straddle scenes, vibes, genres, and I find that very appealing. You can be plugged in any bill.
Thank you. Yeah, coming from you, that really means a lot to me, because you've been there, you've seen the greats, and I feel similar to that, but I'm well, it's my band, and maybe I'm a little biased, but coming from you, that makes me happy.
You're people who love music, making music. That's what I hear.
We are.
So it works that you're at punk rock tacos. Have you eaten tacos yet, or is that something?
Yeah, we have not.
I've had a couple bites of something.
I can't eat before shows.
You can't eat before
I
shows?
can't eat before shows. I get the worst, no, I can't.
Well, yeah, because it probably sits like a rock. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And then I'm up there no, it's not good. It's not pretty.
What about cold beverages?
One or two.
Oh, Modelo.
Modelo?
Maybe a few Pacificos in our future.
Something to take the edge off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just lubricates
Yeah.
the vibes.
It's amazing how it does that, though.
I just drink my
The little
throat coat tea.
loosens things.
Throat coat tea.
Tastes terrible, but it works.
All right, so I'm going to let you get set up inside at Punk Rock Tacos. Before I do, now, Matt said this. I don't know if he was just saying this or not. Are you willing to play a song?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
We've done this before in previous Mays. What are you going to play?
We are playing a new song that we have never played for anyone ever.
Wait,
except
is
for
this one of the songs
Precision.
you're working on right now?
Yeah.
Correct.
So it's brand new.
Is
we
it-
have
is it
never played it
finished?
acoustic. It is finished. So we're gonna
It's
give it a whirl.
There's going to be an acoustic version of it and then the live version of it tonight.
Really?
No, sorry, you're going to get the acoustic version. We will play.
I was about to say, is this like a Vanilla Ice show where he opens and closes with Ice Ice Baby?
Yeah.
I mean, now it is. But yeah,
All right, so what's the name of this as yet unheard by anyone except Dan Precision song?
It's called Dead Leaves.
Dead Leaves.
Dead Leaves.
All right, we're going to hear this live. We're going to quickly pause, which means nothing to people watching or listening, but we're going to quickly pause. We're going to kick some people out. We're going to bring instruments in, and we're going to hear this in the car. Amazing. Take the reins. Thank you.
Thank you, James.
you.
Thank you.
We love you.
Next May.
Next
May. It's a date.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Picking dead leaves off dying plants. Me and my guitar making big plans to avoid all responsibility. Well, that's just me these days. I've been playing to the songs you like. I'm reading hard between the lines to find out more about you. Then I hear your voice in my ear. I think I'm going crazy. Everything is different, my world changed. With the letter on the door you sealed in pain, I'm still learning how to live without you. I never wanted it this way. I keep you close with the songs you like. The melodies keep me up at night. I'm trying to live without you. Then I hear your voice in my ear. I think I'm going crazy, but you can't save me. And I see your face everywhere. I think I'm going crazy, but you can't save me. And just when I think I'm fine, I lose my mind. I lose my mind. You tell me everything's in time. Please tell me you're alright. And are you alright? I'm picking dead leaves off dying plants. Me and my guitar making big plans to avoid all responsibility. Then I hear your voice in my ear. I think I'm going crazy. You can't save me. And I see your face everywhere. I think I'm going crazy. You can't save me. And I hear your voice in my ear. I think I'm going crazy. And I see your face everywhere. I think I'm going crazy, but you can't save me. You can't save me. No, please don't save me.